heart attack. Fast, fatal, heart impact. Past painful scars, in fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked, attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new submerged juice. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now. Y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do begin, let us give a brief little review of the last part. Now, in the last part, a little bit happened for our four characters. We had Izumi and Bakugo, and these two, they lived in a fantasy world for about 8 months before things changed again. Now, Bakugo, he was concerned about what was going on here. And there was the fact that he didn't even realize they jumped until Izuki called him on a phone. Or what at least he thought was a phone. This place is somewhere in their past, in an alternate timeline. And right now, it seems so futuristic. It's only 2077, yet this tech looks more advanced than back at home. Now, the two are trying to gain their bearing, and right now, there actually was Deku and Katsuki. These two have been in a fantasy world for 2 years, and the two, after uniting and going out for drinks, since Deku had to perform some chores early in the morning and Bakugo went on a quest, they went out to hunt more bandits afterwards. And Bakugo was low on magic. Now, Bakugo, she thought that she could just use a simple weapon. However, after being outnumbered and not having enough skill with a blade, she was hit by a paralyzing agent, and Deku tried to defend her. Now, Bakugo, she tried to make an attempt. She wanted to attempt to blow the bandits away, and give them a fighting chance. At least give Deku an opening to attack. However, she accidentally blew herself over a cliff, and Deku, he dived into the water to try and save her. Now, with that, we do actually have the two. Inside the water, it is very bad. Deku and Bakugo, they're slamming against rocks. And these two, they're not having a simple time. As we do actually have Deku, he's holding his breath and he feels his body getting whirled around. He has the water filling his ears with a constant noise. And right now, he is just trying to hold on. Trying to keep his head on the surface and get Bakugo closer to him. Since right now, she can't even try to fight for her own life. Now, we do actually have where the two, they would, shortly afterwards, get back on the land. And whenever Deku, he actually does wake up, he is going to turn and find his hand clamped firmly around somebody. And he is surprised. He doesn't remember a lot, but something's wrong. Deku going to actually pull the person out of the water a bit more, and seeing if they're even okay. As he does check their breathing, they're not doing that. And Deku, he does try to perform CPR and even chest compressions. Since this person, they need that help. And after they do try to spit out some water and try to just simply take a breath, they don't really do a lot. They try to just gain their bearing. However, they can't move, they're extremely weak and cold, and right now, they are not looking so good. As whenever Bakugo, she saw Deku, she just remembered his face. She knew that she could trust him. It looked so familiar to something. She knows who he is, but she can't point it out. Now, after Bakugo passed out, there actually was Deku, who he carried Bakugo and tried to find someplace safe for both of them. Since, if the cold doesn't kill them, something in this forest will. And right now the two, covered in their wet and tattered clothing, they need to find somewhere safe. And we do actually have where Bakugo, she does wake up about 2 or 3 days later. She didn't do too well. Thanks to a lot of things combined together, she got sick. And after going through her own fever and trying to recover from it, she finally did get to open her eyes. Her doing so as she felt very groggy and out of it. And the moment she did get to open her eyes and look around, she was just thirsty. Her mouth felt dry. And right now, she's covered in a strange. What is this? Hmm? Hey, you're awake. As the man, he would go to bend down towards her. And she was going to somewhat turn her head to look at him. Hey, how are you doing? Hmm? Who are you? Hey, listen, you can trust me. I don't know what happened, but I pulled you out of the water. I was messed up myself, but you more so than me. Are you okay? Water. Hang on. Deku gonna walk away. And whenever he does return, he does gonna help Bakugo drink some water. As after she is gonna sit up and drink it, she feels cold again. And there actually is where the crackle of thunder does draw her attention. Her looking towards the exit of the cave and seeing that there's, well, a large breeze rushing a tree directly to the right. And Deku does try to explain. It's been like that since yesterday. Huh? What's going on? Hey, lay back down. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Do you remember your name? Huh? I think so. Why? Okay, good. I remember mine, but what else do you remember? I don't know. You seem familiar though. I know who you are, right? Deku, he does look directly at Bakugo, who right now, she is still weakened. And he does try to explain to her. He knows his name is Izuku, but that's really about it. And he thinks her name is Katsuki? Huh? Katsuki. Okay, thank God. Okay, so we do know each other. Where are we, though? Hmm? Okay, listen, lay down and get some rest. And I'll tell you the answer to that question whenever I do have it. I've been looking around for the last couple days. I haven't found any signs of anybody out here. As far as I know, the forest goes on for miles. Really? Yeah. Right now, she feels like absolute shit. And then there's the fact that if this is what she feels like right now, her staying that cold and not having Deku's help, yeah, it could be a lot worse. Now, after Bakugo does start to recover and regain her strength a bit more, there is where Deku would try to talk to her. And Bakugo, she does find out quite a bit. Okay, so this is what Deku knows. He knows who Bakugo is. He knows he can trust her, put faith in her, and actually have confidence in her. But that's about it. And Bakugo, from whenever she does describe, she does trust Deku. And, well, she does find his, you know, methods to be extreme, but they're very, very much worth it. Now, Bakugo, yeah. She does try to ask Izuku questions. And Deku, he does ask her one that seems particularly strange to her. As Deku, he does get a hold of his hand and asks Bakugo if she can do this. As Deku, he does go to start creating a small flame in his hand. And Bakugo, yeah. She does just answer that she doesn't think she can do that. Deku, he's surprised by that. He thought that this was normal. but apparently it's not? Okay, so maybe maybe she's the weirdo. No, but this though. I mean, it helped him take out a lot of the creatures that he encountered. I mean, it helped keep them warm, and there was also that thing inside the cave. That being what Deku was thinking. And Bakugo the next day, whenever she was going to wake up, she does find quite a bit. She started to regain a lot more of her own strength, and she realized after a while, what she thought was a blanket was a pelt. Deku, he told her he'd killed something very large and hairy, and he actually was able to salvage that. And right now, there's actually the fact that he told her he doesn't feel cold. What do you mean? It's the heat. I don't know what it is, but I just I get cold just not as fast as I think you do. Really? Yeah. Anyways, we have to try and find out what we need to do. Today I want to try and hunt again. See what I can find. Maybe if I need to make a weapon. Make a weapon. Make make a weapon? Uh are you okay? I'm fine. It's just I feel like I've done that before. Make a weapon. Hmm. Those words do sound familiar. Right. Okay, so what? Oh, okay. All right. While I'm doing that, stay close by. Try to familiarize yourself with the area outside, and if you do think you should, try to collect some plants or even some fibers and stuff like that. Even some wood would be fine. We need to make sure this place is actually able to be a home for right now. What do you mean? Listen, I've tried looking around, finding help. There's just us. I mean, I went half a day in one direction and I didn't find anything. You did? I did. After a few hours, I thought it was hopeless, but I just kept trying. I got lost on the way back, but I got back. I don't know what else to say. I can take you whenever you're ready, but for right now, I'm not too sure. Okay, well, just try to bring back something that we can eat. Right, I will. And for right now, try to help fortify this place. That being what Deku to say, I'm going to walk away. Okay, so what is this stupid thing he's remembering? Okay, so the water, the weapons, he knows how to fight? Okay, but there's something else there. What is that? It has to do with water. Okay, it's a lake or a pond. What is it? Okay, so that's that's just confusing him now. Let me what Deku just think. And right now we actually will cut over to Azumi and Bakugo, who they've currently been in Night City for about 5 months. And these two, yeah, they've gotten in some trouble. As right now they are currently hiding against the back of a car. And these two, they have weapons in their hands. As Bakugo, he does directly throw himself outwards, and with dual pistols, he tries to fire. Bakugo running to his left, as he does make sure that his system, or his cybernetics, tell him where to hit. And Bakugo, yeah, he's doing pretty well. As Azumi, whenever she was going to jump out, she does do so with a rifle. Her actually going to bring her hand up and get ready. Her flicking the switch as she's directly fire off. Now, Izumi, she does start to fire off at people. As after she does go to do that, she does directly go to switch the gun into her other hand. Her doing that and then going to reload as she does going to pull back the slide on it, she does going to directly turn. Her throwing the gun outwards and firing off. As whenever she does going to directly fire it blindly, the bullets fly throughout the air and hit their target. Now, Izumi is going to directly turn back. Her going to start spraying in one single direction. As right now, the vehicle that was directly in front of them, it does start to blow up. And after that does happen, we do actually hear Izumi, she's going to turn to Bako asking if he has the data. Give me a minute. We have 30 seconds. Hurry the fuck up. I'm trying the fastest I can. Alright? Okay. I'm trying as fast as I can. Just, you're freaking me the fuck out. Okay. Well, how about you freak out fucking slower, okay? If I freak out slower, I'll go slower. Okay, fine. Freak out faster then. Izumi? What? Fuck off. Bako going to pull out a chip. As he does so, he has a Rookie turn and run out. Turning that he's got it. Izumi shows a Rookie turn and bolts. As you do actually work gunfire, it is fired directly at them. And both of these two, they do directly try to get behind cover. Them bolting past the wall as they do continue to run. Both going straight down the street. And right now, they're trying to get away. As whenever Izumi does a Durki slide over a car hood, she does a Durki get inside. Bako grabbing onto the handle and opening the car door up. As the moment he does get a Durki have one foot in the vehicle and get onto the seat, she does get a Durki floor it. The door slamming closed as Bako does try to hold on. And right now Izumi, she's barreling her way down the street. Asking Bako if they're being followed. No, we're good. Okay, what was that back there? I don't know. The fucking corpos. Listen, whatever that shit is, it's gotta be valuable. Right? Okay, so what do we do then? I think we sell it to the highest bidder. Huh. Yeah, right. Sure we do. Or how about we look at one of our contacts? Our contacts don't pay as much as a bidder would. Besides, even if the information is totally mundane, then we at least still got some good cash out of it. Besides, who's to say that it isn't just fucking old family videos and photos? It doesn't have to be some corporate bullshit. Well, I'd probably want to know exactly whose videos and what. Pictures are as embarrassing enough to send entire fucking death squads. You're right about that. Hell, if I had something that embarrassing out, I'm not sure what I would do either. Okay, take the next exit. Really? Yeah. Now, the two do go off of the highway. And right now, after going to park into an area, they do try to look over what they just stole. Since it is not good. And right now, after reviewing it, it sounds ridiculous. I mean, seriously, who's gonna want to buy this shit? It sounds crazy, but this has got to be enough evidence. And for right now, if they do a brain dance or at least send a brain dance copy of their own mind and show them exactly how many people try to stop them from getting this information, yeah, there's also that. That could be a big, hey, give us a bonus, since this is what we had to deal with. Now, Izumi and Bako, they do try to come to an agreement. How will they split things? Or how are they going to get away with this and not be connected to it? Now, Izumi, she had a few suggestions. And after Bakugo he reluctantly went to listen, there was where they went to head to a bar. And afterwards, yeah, they would sell off the data, them giving it to a friend of theirs who does go to somewhat look through it and see what could be useful. As when they do start to raffle it off and get some money, they take a small little cut, the rest going to these two. Now, with that being said, this actually is where Bakugo, he would talk to Azumi as both of them are driving. Huh? What was it again? I'm just saying, this reality is the weirdest, right? No, that still goes to last reality. Seriously? Yeah, I'd say seriously. Besides, the last reality had actual dragons. Dragons. Okay, yeah, but look at here. I mean, seriously, we're in America, we're in the past. Uh huh. There's flying cars and a bunch of other weird shit, right? I mean, different money, different ways of doing things, and holy hell, everything I've fucking learned just being here, it sounds crazy as shit, right? It does. And then there's also the fact that we have cybernetics. That shit is crazy. Yeah, it is. Izumi's going to look down towards her arm, which she still isn't comfortable with. She can feel a bit of things, but it's just so vague, and it doesn't feel like enough. She knows what's missing from her body. Now, Izumi, she actually were going to pull up, and the two, after partying for the night, they go back to their apartments. And right now, both of the two, after walking in, they are somewhat a bit hazy. And right now, they're actually where Bakugo, he's laying on the couch watching some TV, as he was going to get a phone call. Yo, I was curious. Curious of what? Curious about a bit. I wanted to know exactly why I was given this data. Your data? Yes, the data. I put a substantial bid down onto it. And what I received was very much inadequate. Inadequate. Yes, I require further data on this. And I would hope that you do have more. If you are cheaping out on me, I would like a refund. Listen, asshole. I don't know if you're a corpo or whatever you are, but right now you gotta listen to me. All the data that we gave you, it was what we got. If you don't like it, then you probably should have read the fine print. And you gotta remember, man, this is Night City. If you buy something, there ain't no fucking refund. Especially if I were to piss in your oatmeal. Alright? Now fuck off. Bakugo going to hang up. And after doing so, he does want to think about what just happened. Seriously. These guys always try to pull shit like this. Alright. But seriously though, what should he actually watch? I mean, some of these shows he hasn't even fucking heard of. And others, they sound completely ridiculous. I mean, a show about a guy and his grandson jumping through different realities in time. That just sounds fucking, what? Unbelievable? Oh, well, I mean, really it isn't, but hey. Maybe this might be interesting. Now, Blanca will go to click play. And right now, he is somewhat bored. Him gonna sit up, and Ricky gonna grab the pizza box and gonna flip it open. Him going to grab a slice, as when he does gonna start watching it, he does somewhat look to his right. Him watching as Izuki, she's gonna plop down and go to steal a slice, asking exactly what he's watching, as she's gonna bring her feet up and onto the table. Some new show, I think. Or is it old? Okay, just continue watching because it just started. Hmm. Okay. Now, the two would watch the show, and it does seem kind of strange and funny at certain times, but I mean, better than half the shit they've seen on TV right now. That being what Deku does think. And right now, she actually is gonna someone stand up, talking about how she's gonna make herself a drink. Hmm. What you getting into? Whatever's alcoholic? Duh. Alright, what do you want? We got a lot of stuff over here. Something strong. Strong? Okay, neat, cold, or mixed? Uh, okay. Uh, Mixed and cold. Okay, that's a bit easy. Her and Song walk back into the living room. And after sitting down a glass, she just asked Balko exactly what he thought about today. Oh, it was good. Not too bad, but I mean, it just, uh, it just needed some more time. More time? Yeah. I mean, I thought about just taking the laptop with us, but if we did, they could track us. Besides, I made a pretty secure copy. A copy? Yeah. I mean, that's what we auctioned off. Okay, so we have the original. Yeah, we do. We have our own copy. And right now, there is also the fact that if we do things our own way, we might be able to actually auction off more information. And, well, hopefully people will want to try and buy this again. Since if we do leave it outside of Night City, or leak it outside of Night City, then maybe we can actually get a bit more attention. I'd say we just gotta stick to inside the city for right now. You sure about that? I'm pretty sure. Besides, I got a call early about some asshole. You got that too? You got a call by some dude? Yeah, I did. Older guy, graying in the beard, and brown eyes. Yeah, that was him. Shit. Okay. Um, that's not good. How did he get our links? I don't know. Maybe he called the buyer and got some cash from him. So he sold us out too. Okay. Well then. We're probably gonna have to visit him tomorrow. Maybe. But are you sure you want to do that? Uh, could be fun, but he's probably already running, so there is that. Okay. But he doesn't know that we already have been called because we haven't contacted him. There is that. So did you want to give him a bit of a head start? Catching my surprise would be funner. Using my powers would be funner. So let's go with we give him an hour. And we hunt him down. Seriously? I mean, don't you think that that's a bit too long? An hour is perfectly fine. Besides, in 30 minutes, seriously? That would be over too quickly. That's fair. But this is really just show people know we're not to be messed with, right? Right. Alright, well, her gonna stand up and stretch. And Bucko, he does go to Durkee, turn and look at her. As she's gonna turn back to him, give him a slight smile. Talking about how she's gonna go to bed. Since she's pretty tired. Now, she does gonna turn and walk away. And Bucko, he does go back to watching the show. And I do believe that is a good point to leave this part off of. And I do hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.